Welcome! Welcome to episode 11. Legs 11, that's what it is.
Legs 11.
Legs 11 in darts, isn't it? What are the other ones? Bingo. Two fat ladies in bingo, that's 88.
88. You know, as a kid, we used to play knock-a-door run on people around the local area.
Did you?
And we'd not... Well, it was sort of like a twist on knock-a-door run, actually, mate. It was like we'd basically just open people's letterboxes and just shout random numbers.
Now, when you
so
said
we'd shout...
I thought that was shh. Open someone's letterbox and then shh.
Straight in there. That's a proper adventure crew.
Yeah,
so we'd shout like random stuff. So we'd just open it and just go like, I don't know. Trying to think of something. So you just open the letterbox and you'd shout 23 dog shit, and then you'd run off.
Really? Yeah, it didn't have to rhyme or anything. It wasn't like...
No, that was the game. It didn't have anything to do with anything. You just shout
there
it.
You go.
In
like a darts style, or was it?
I mean, probably didn't know really what darts was. I'm talking, early teens. Again, Jackass era sort of vibe. That was kind of like.
You're any good at darts?
Very, very good. Actually.
Are you actually very good?
No, fuck.
Do you know Chopper Fielder, Grant Fielder, is very good at darts?
Just naturally, or because he's actually put time into it?
Is anyone naturally good at darts? I had a friend who did a talent contest, and for the talent contest, he decided to do violin. He'd never played the violin before, and it didn't strike him as funny. That's what made it so funny to me. He was explaining it to me, and I was like, "So you did the talent contest? Yeah, I did violin. Yeah. Oh, cool. Did you do violin? No. So what did you do then? Because that's like,
wow.
I guess that's raw natural talent. That's like blind riding, isn't it? It's like
that's like
drop in.
The talent is having the balls to do it. That's the talent.
Yeah,
The talent is the NFG.
But maybe he just had natural talent on a violin. Not by the sounds of it. I asked him what he did. He said, I don't know, I just hacked away at it.
which is fine.
I don't know why that story sticks with me. I find that so funny. I'd never have the guts to get up at a talent show, would you?
No, it's my kind of humour, that. I was once in a bar in Poland, and I was extremely drunk. It was arguably one of the most loosest, weirdest nights out I've ever had. And they had like an open mic / karaoke sort of vibe. And this guy got up, super overweight, very, very unhealthy looking Polish man, annihilated drunk, and just did chicken noises for about 10 minutes, just like... Bark, 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 bark.
Oh, brilliant.
And we were sat there just drinking Tysky, just like, this is amazing. This is right good.
So he just decided what his talent was, and that was making chicken noise.
Yeah. And what a talent it is. Someone's got to have a talent.
Fucking right. Yeah, I don't know what I'd do up on stage.
Did any famous, talented people come out of your school, like year group or anything?
Fuck, I don't know. I would love to do a school reunion. I'd love to hear if any of our listeners have done school reunions. I think it'd be fascinating. I've got to say, when I go because I go back to sort of like where not back, it's like 10 minutes away from where I live now, but I don't see people from my school very often. And then I go back to the local town on Christmas Eve normally with my brothers and sister, and we see people from our year at school on that Christmas Eve. I don't know why it is. It's always just like everyone
comes home, like
exactly. Yeah, I guess
a lot of lords come back, lordesses.
There you go. Well, around my way, a lot of people move to London. They get to a certain age and they move to London. So I guess they're back visiting their family, and then they go to the pubs that they used to go, and it's well interesting. Like I can't view myself objectively. Like I just think I look like a fucking pirate. I don't know. I don't feel old. I look a bit rough, I don't feel like if I walk along the street, I don't know what age I'd look like really. I don't know, but I look at some of them and holy shit, Father Time has not been.
No,
can't escape it, can you?
That time after leaving school was one of the weirdest times, because I remember really not wanting to ever see anyone again. Like I left school and don't really keep in touch with many people. Like two or three, I think, are still good friends, which is weird because when you leave, you're like really tight and you're like, oh yeah, let's go. We'll stay really close. We're always going to be best buds. But I remember like that time after leaving, especially when you get your driving license and you're driving around the local area, just really never wanted to see anyone. And I really hate, I know I, talk for a living, but, in a way, but like, hate small talk with people. You know, like the whole,
Yeah.
oh, hey, mate, how you doing?
What have you been up to?
I hate
in
that.
the last 2 decades?
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
You know?
what do you say? Oh, yeah, this and that, you know, done a bit of this and that. Like,
Yeah, it's
I hate
interesting.
it.
Yeah, there you go. I've got my head up my arse. I don't actually know. They could all be pop stars. I wouldn't know. I've realised I'm quite disconnected from anything, really. Like, I actually wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. But hopefully, I wonder.
Yeah, no one. I don't always think about it. That'd be very, very wrong. But I do think about it sometimes. Like, I wonder
always
where
think about
people
Scott.
went. Like, what do they do? You know, sometimes I have a cheeky look on Facebook if someone springs to mind. Or I've had a few dreams over the last sort of few months. I've had some weird dreams, and like a few people have cropped up, and I've had a bit of a Google and been like, oh, I wonder what that person's up to these days.
What like Stacey Big Tits or whatever. Like
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder where she went. She was like really hot. Like, what happened to her? And you see them like on Facebook, and they're just like totally different. You know?
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I'd hate to do a reunion, man. I'd avoid that thing like the plague. I would avoid that for sure. I definitely wouldn't go. I was an outcast at school, so I'd be an outcast at one of those things. Yeah, big time.
Yeah,
big
I
time.
think I was an outcast as well. I don't really fuck knows. I had friends like, but I wasn't like the cool crew. Were never really. It never had legs, did it?
No.
I don't know. The cool crew never end up that cool. I don't think. I don't know though. Maybe they do. Maybe some.
You mean
people...
the cool crew, as in like the actual cool crew, like we used to call them the hard kids. You know, like the ones that'd sit on the back of the bus. Maybe they'd smoke a little bit at break time.
No, they weren't the cool crew at my school. The cool crew were way more like it looked from the outside. It looked like an episode of Friends. You know.
Really?
Yeah, and there was like dudes, and they had friends that were girls, which is.
Wow, that's so
absolutely
backwards.
You know, yeah, in my school,
this
the
is the
cool
north
kids
and
were,
south
like, happy
divide, isn't
families.
it?
Yeah, there you go.
This is like the cool kids at our school were the ones that would maybe steal a car at the weekend, or they might.
Were they? Yeah.
Yeah, they were the cool kids.
No, they weren't really cool at my school. My school wasn't. It wasn't like fancy. It was like a rough. It was like rough, so it wasn't really like. I don't know.
Like that, innit? Yeah, the cool kids were definitely the ones that had used to, you know, go on the park on, you know, Friday night and just drink, you know, White Lightning and stuff like that. That was they were the cool kids. Like my little group.
The cool kids would
like,
drink at my school, but they wouldn't do crime. I wouldn't say. They'd like maybe smoke cigarettes, you know, and like hang out loads and be really good at hanging out. But they weren't like doing crime.
I remember a kid at school who burnt down the local cricket pavilion,
and that was cool.
And he fell asleep outside it as he burnt it down. Couldn't get away because he was that pissed, and just fell asleep outside it while it burnt down. And obviously got arrested and just got picked up. Yeah,
you can't be a sleepy arsonist, can you? You've got to be. If you're an arsonist, you've got to be on it.
Dude, this is the same kid who, if I remember correctly, it took him about 10 attempts to pass his driving test. This guy,
10,
obviously,
really,
we'll rename. Yeah, and then he passed it, and then the following weekend got done drink driving and lost his license.
Poor guy.
It's tough, isn't it? It's tough up north, dude.
I wonder what his life was like at home. You know?
Yeah. I sort of like grew up with him. I guess he was, you know, into mountain bikes and stuff like that.
Was he?
Yeah, he was really into that stuff. Like you know, a lot of up here, a lot of people were actually. It was quite. It was like cool to ride bikes in a weird kind of way, but it was a lot of the sort of like quote unquote chavvy kids that got into it because maybe they got a stolen bike from somewhere or something like that. It wasn't like the core. It wasn't like the core group of riders and people who dug and, you know, built dirt jumps and stuff. They'd just come and like fuck things up and then disappear.
Do you know? It's funny you say about north-south divide. I don't know how much of it is real or made up. Because, you know, like I know where I live has a stigma about it. Yeah. But it's not that. Like, fucking houses are expensive, but it doesn't mean like I never had any.
It's all relative, though, isn't it? It's like houses are relative. You just, from what I understand, the wages are a little bit higher down there. It's all relative, you know. It's not like everyone down there's loaded.
It's just like a Coke is more expensive. A Coca-Cola is more. Yeah, fucking Coke is more. A Coca-Cola is more expensive, and you earn more. It's not like. Yeah,
I think that's about right. And again, people always say about London wages, right? Like London wages are more because to live in London is so expensive. And then I think that's what's been interesting over the last sort of 18 months. A lot of people, a couple that I know, have had jobs in London, but then have been made work at home, so they moved back up here. And up here, they're like, buying massive
Earning
houses
more.
and stuff.
Right,
yeah,
got you. Yeah,
because
yeah.
they're on that London money.
There you
Again,
go.
I'm not an economist. For anyone who might be wondering where all this knowledge is coming from, I'm not.
Me neither. If
You're
my
not.
accent sounds posh, it doesn't. Like I've still grown up. Still grown up as a piece of shit. You know, it's no different. It's not like anyone's like accepting of you. You're still the rat on the road. You know, like I don't know. It's weird. I don't really.
I don't notice your accent. I don't know if it's because I talk to you a lot.
I don't notice yours. Yeah, I think so. Talk to you a lot.
I don't think. Oh, you sound southern, for example.
No, but I think I do.
You know who does sound southern? Really southern. And actually, Emma picked this up while we were watching a video a while ago. Sam Reynolds, very
he
southern,
doesn't he? Yeah.
But he sounds like Michael McIntyre. Basically, it sounds exactly the same as Michael McIntyre.
He's got quite a video voice as well, though. Like when he talks. Yeah. When he talks like normally,
and it's not put on.
Yeah.
I don't know if you.
Michael McIntyre.
It does sound like Michael McIntyre, dude. So bad.
That's what Surrey sounds like, isn't it? Or South. Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. I'm trying to think of anyone else. No, I don't know. I don't really notice it. I think when you get further up north, you meet a few, like Geordies and that sort of Liverpool, obviously super strong. And I think, it's weird, isn't it, when you think about accents? I think I lost mine quite a lot with travelling around at a young age. I think so. A lot of people always say I don't have a strong. There's a few things I think that will come through quite often, but I don't think I have a strong northern accent. I wouldn't think anyone would listen to this and go, "Oh, he's from the north." I think it feels like I've just got a generic. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. See, it's annoying. I don't really care, but it's annoying people thinking you're posh and then you're not. Because it's fine if people think you're posh and then you live in a mansion. You deal with it, but it's not worth it then, isn't it? But
yeah, it is. You can pretend, I guess.
Yeah, there's not much in pretending, is there? Let's be honest.
No, and it's kind of pointless, isn't it? Pretending to just have. I mean, what does posh even mean? Just that you've got more freedom coins in your bank than other people. It's pointless.
No idea, yeah.
I just realised I left the window open. Sorry.
Close that window, dude. So a school reunion would be fascinating to me. I don't know what I'd say I did and stuff. I feel like I wouldn't.
Would you lie?
Yeah, it'd be more fun, wouldn't it? I think so. I don't know or owe anything to these people, so I think it'd be quite a lot of fun to lie. I don't know, just make up a little prison sentence or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you say you went down for a bit. Did a few years.
I've just come out and I've turned it around. I might make up some, I don't know, religious story about me. So maybe I went to prison and then I came out and now I'm religious. That'd be interesting
Buddhist
to see.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I think
would
people
you go?
Would. What would I say?
Would you lie or would you be real?
I mean, I wouldn't go. That's the first thing. But if I did have to go,
you wouldn't go.
No chance.
Yeah, I mean, there's very slim chance I would. I like the idea of it. Like if life
was
a movie.
I think people have flexed hard at a school reunion.
I reckon people would rent cars.
Hire a car, you turn up in your Ferrari or your Lamborghini. It's like, it's fine. Things are going great.
Yeah.
School reunion.
I might rent a car. No, I might rent a helicopter. And then say I was in prison. Yeah, I might do that. Yeah.
I think there will be a time, though, and I think actually it probably is now, actually, for me. I think if there was a school reunion 10 years ago, that would be a very different experience to a school reunion now. Yeah. I think I'd connect with people a little bit more deeply now. It wouldn't be so sort of like, oh, what have you accumulated? What have you got? That was kind of, the old me, I guess, in a way, was very bothered about that stuff. I probably would consider, I'll get a nice car and turn up. I don't think I would, but it'd be more of a option than it would be now. I think now I'd just be genuinely interested in talking to people. I'd just come at it from a totally different angle now. It wouldn't, because that's the thing, isn't it? It's it's that age-old thing that I hate about people, talking about small talk and stuff. When people in the first few moments of meeting you ask you what you do for a living.
Yeah, that's it.
It's so pointless. It's like, and that's and I'm not bragging. I'm not like blowing my own trumpet here, but one thing that Emma really liked about me when we first met is it was like day 2 or 3 when I actually was like, oh, what do you even do for a living? Like, we never even spoke about it. It was more like, what do you do for fun? Like, what are you interested in?
Yeah.
That's what I'm bothered about. I don't care what you do for a living at all.
I met a dude, actually, there you go. He's a few years above me. He used to play basketball, so I knew him. And anyway, he like killed it on a modelling show on TV, like Britain's Something Model or whatever.
And Britain's Ugliest Model.
Yeah, so he and I bumped into him on Christmas Eve, and I was like, "Oh, you're right, dude. What you been up to?" After saying I don't like small talk, but it's fucking hard to escape. What you been up to? What else are you going to say? What's your favourite colour? Hey, dude, how's it going? What's your favourite colour? Yeah, so I asked him what he's been up to, and he goes, Oh fuck! I've been flat out, dude. I've been playing a lot of video games, and me and my brother built a rope swing. And I was like, "Yes, my man! I knew I liked you. Yeah, you've been building a rope swing. That's sick. Yeah,
that's what you want, innit? You want to roll up to someone, and they don't say stuff like that. They don't say, "Oh, I've built this business. I've done this. I've bought a house. I've got a Ferrari." You want to be like, "Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'd want from people.
Absolutely,
something really stupid, just totally out there."
I think I'd shave like one of those like bald spots like that, like male pattern baldness. I'd shave that maybe with a little island in the middle, and then I'd turn up in a helicopter, and then I'd say I've been in prison, and now I'm religious.
Just loads of fake tattoos.
Yeah, like and fake tan. Face tattoo. Fake tan.
23 under the left cheek.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the significance of 23? Well,
and then
I'll leave that up to your imagination.
I think I'd wear like a button-up shirt, like a nice shirt, maybe real clean, nice white shirt, like a business shirt, and then I'd just go fucking nothing else. So just naked from the waist down. So I'd be bald, white business shirt, maybe a tie, and then just because there's something haggard about. Keep the socks on. I'll keep the socks on, but just no pants, no jeans, just naked, and so the shirt's just there. Just
aggressive.
Yeah, because then you've got out the helicopter, so the whole thing just makes people uneasy. Like the helicopter there, the fucking baldness, maybe a bit of stubble.
You could employ people who are maybe like didn't go to your school, who could be like armed guards and stuff, and they could watch you go in and check everything's okay. Maybe bring the water over or a beer every now and again.
That's a good idea. 2 chicks
have like
in leather bikinis. Yeah, 2 chicks in leather bikinis, dude. And they'd be there, and they'd have. They could have.
But they got to be like ropey. They got to be like Dog the Bounty Hunter's wife.
Yeah,
like butch women,
leather skin. Yeah, and they've got super soakers. And you just don't mention them. They're just there the whole time. I like the idea of a reunion.
You do now.
Yeah. No, I like it. Yeah.
I'm not mad at it either now. Not now. I know I can just flex and just I think everyone would be doing the same. It'd just be an absolute nightmare. No one would say what they really do for a living. No one's going to admit to like what they really do for a living. I work in tech.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fuck off.
It's difficult, isn't it? Because like whatever you say, the chance of the other person understanding slim and none, aren't they? Really, let's be honest. Once you get to certain, you know, what are you gonna talk to them about?
You know, I'd say I did
stuff
after this weekend's experience. I'd say stock car driver.
Dude, I saw you there. Driver. How cool was that?
It was different, man. I'll be honest with you. It was a different experience. Like not a bad one at all.
What's the crowd like? What's the stock car crowd like?
I might insert a few images. I got a few photos while I was there just to share around.
Yeah, dude. What, like haircuts and stuff, or?
Yeah. So there's a few things that you'll see at the stock car meet. You're going to see a lot of cigarettes.
Cigarettes are not dead.
No, no, they're not. They're very much alive in the stock car community. Yeah. You're going to see a lot of vape pens.
Vaping.
You're going to see more rigger boots than you've ever seen in your entire life. There's a lot of rigger boots floating around.
Yeah.
Rigger boots.
So, but then you got to have it if you know you got to go in, maybe fix a wing. You need a good sturdy bit of footwear, dude. If you're going to fix a wing, you need a sturdy bit of footwear. Yeah. You do, don't you?
And then, I mean, or if you're in the crowd, you don't really, do you?
Yeah, but then you've got to stamp on other people. If you're in the crowd and it's like dirt floor, you need to be able to just like stamp on people easily.
Yeah, that's fair. I think, what else do you see at stock car? You see a lot of Wolf Sport.
Do you? Yeah.
A hell of a lot of Wolf Sport.
What sort of smells going on? Is it quite a Lynx heavy vibe, or what? Or is it just cigarettes?
There's a lot of cigarettes. Sorry, I'm just sorting the camera out. It just fell over. My bad. So basically, let me tell you the backstory.
Cigarettes, riggers.
So my friend's into stock cars apparently, which I've known this guy.
Do you smoke?
No, he's just a regular dude. He's a normal guy.
Yeah.
I've known him for probably 25 years.
Let's call him Stock Car Steve.
We could call him Stock Car Steve. His real name's Darren.
All right.
So Daz. This Daz is a good. Daz is a bit of a stock car name, to be honest.
Yeah, I can imagine that painted on a wing. Daz.
Yeah. Daz. Yeah, exactly. So Daz is a stock car fan apparently, and he rang me up in the week and he was like, "It's the world final stock car championship meeting. Do you want to go?"
Actual world, or just like the world of
the world of the UK?
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's localized. So do you want to go, dude? Yeah, let's go. So okay, he's like, well, gates open at 3.
Yeah.
It might sell out, so I'll pick you up at 12. It's only an hour away.
I guess they got to watch the gates as well, because people will nick it and sort of weld up a subframe, won't they?
People will drive it.
Yeah. You got to be careful.
So he goes, okay, so it starts at gates open at 3.
Yeah.
I'll pick you up at 12. It's an hour away, so we'll be there 2 hours early. Like,
got to be there.
Seems a bit aggressive to me.
Yeah.
Can't see it selling out, but okay, dude, I'm with you. Let's go. So we drove up there to Bradford, and one thing I will say about the place is unbelievable venue. Like, unbelievable. If anyone's ever heard of it before, unbelievable. It's called Odsall Stadium, and Odsall Stadium, I used to go there as a kid because it used to be a speedway stadium. Then Bradford Bulls play there, and it's like an amphitheatre. So it's sort of like sunk into the ground.
What Bradford Bulls? What?
Rugby team, sorry.
Okay,
Bradford Bulls are a rugby team. Yeah, not a basketball team. They don't play there. So it's like an amphitheatre. Unbelievable venue, man. It's actually, you walk in, it is actually sort of awe-inspiring. You're like, this
wicked,
is insane. Like, amazing venue. And so they stopped having speedway there back in about 1997. So I must have gone when I was really young, probably early, 10 or something like that. So it's really cool, and I totally forgot about the place. And we sort of walked in, and I walked down the stairs, and I was like, I remember this. I remember playing here as a kid, and yeah, it was really nice. That aspect of it was really good. So we're in this stadium at about 3:10, and I'm like, well, what time does it start? Oh, it starts at about 6:30, 7:15. So
So it's a piss up, is it?
So what am I doing here? Like, why are we here? So, well, I don't really drink, especially at the moment.
Yeah.
And,
But is that what it generally is?
That is what it is.
Like
so everyone goes
racing or dog racing, it's a piss up, isn't it?
That seems to be the thing.
Even
Everyone
darts,
goes there. Carling was 3 cans for a tenner.
Yeah, I would say it's a piss up.
It's a piss up. It's a piss up. It's what it is. So it's a piss up. So everyone goes and they just get on it. But he was really kind to take me a chair, because obviously I'm a little bit broken still. Standing up's not comfortable. And it didn't finish till just after 10 o'clock. So we were in there for 7 hours, dude.
And what are they, like different categories? Or can you go around the pits and see the pits, or not really? Have they got too many welders going, I guess? Yeah,
there's a few where you have to shield your eyes everywhere. But yeah, you can go and stroll around the pits before it opens, dude. And it did get me thinking that sort of entertainment is unfortunately not doing well a lot of the time. It's the same as speedway, right?
That's what it made you think.
It did, because it made me think,
it's gone from people now inspiring to a little bit sad.
There was a lot of people, dude. World final, don't forget. World final.
It's world, sort of world English final, yeah.
Yeah, world English. There was a few drivers over from Germany. There's a few drivers from Germany, but...
Were there Germans? I don't picture Germans as stock car racers.
The Dutch are really good at it, apparently. So there's a lot of Dutch. So before the actual meeting before it started, there was a time trial for the Dutch drivers to try and get into this world final.
Yeah.
So that was quite good to watch. I mean, for anyone, I guess, who's listening, who's into any sort of engines and speed, stock cars it's actually really cool to go and sit and watch it, because, it's big V12... Chevy engines, it's loud, it's crashes. It's actually really entertaining.
Are there categories or what?
I think there are. It was the F1 World Championship, which I think is like the top, like the creme de la creme of it. But it definitely, man, it was like, it's such a shame that style of entertainment is sort of dying, because people just don't. People would prefer to sit indoors and watch TV than actually go out and go to a stadium.
There's nothing like it, is there, really?
Nah, outdoors, people everywhere. It was nice to feel normal again because of all this COVID shit that's been going on, and it was good. I really enjoyed it, man. It was actually really fun. It was a bit. It's a bit tedious at first. But
do they have any
good.
amateur wrestling on at this stadium?
They should do. Yeah, there was a really fun.
I imagine that's
drumming.
the same crowd.
Yeah. You get the look, don't you? I mean, we don't need, people. I'm sure can imagine what stock car crew looks like. Dude, there was a guy right in the queue. So we're going in. The guy behind me is wearing overalls, covered in oil, as if he'd literally just walked out of working at a car garage.
Yeah.
As in oil on his face, like oil on his hands, and I'm thinking, well, he must work. He must just be a driver, or I don't know. He works for one of the teams or something. Yeah. And then I seen him later on grabbing a burger, just in the same. He was just there. He's just a spectator. It's just how he dressed.
That was it.
That was it. That was the look. That was
straight
that was
from
what
work
you
to the world champs. That's how you do it.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, there's some nice people. We got sat next to a couple of older people who follow it all over the world, like watching Europe.
Wow, sick.
Mainly the
Must
north
be
of
a
England.
buzz. That's rad.
But yeah, if anyone out there's got any hookups, I'd love to have a go in one. So you can actually rent one as well. You can have so anyone can enter that event. Anybody. You
is
could
it
literally
actually car speedway? It's not like banger racing, is it?
No, it's car speedway.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I personally resonate with it, because it's car speedway and I grew up doing that stuff. There's a lot of parallels between speedway. Literally, if you go back to the early 90s when I first started going, up to sort of like the end of early 2000s, speedway in the UK was pumping, dude. You go to especially at Sheffield, you go to Sheffield on a Thursday and there'd be 20,000-30,000 people there.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It was rammed. And now you go and there's like 3. That's what I mean. It's watching that live entertainment just die. And it's really sad that it happens like that, And it's not like it's expensive to go. I think the World Championship was a little bit more. It's like 40 quid to get in, but
I can't wait to have kids to go and do that shit.
Really?
Yeah, that'd be so much of that would be so many things will be mega fun and exciting again when you got kids, I reckon.
Kids on the radar for you. This could get deep.
Poor 2 little girls just walking around at stock cars, just like, can we go?
With overalls on. Overalls and mini riggers.
That is the case though. You can revisit. You go zoos again. You go Legoland.
True.
Just go camping, and it's like, I don't know. It's like when you take someone out on a ride and they've never ridden. It's like you get that renewed enthusiasm, or you get you go out with someone who can't ride very well, and you just get like their hype on it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point, actually.
Yeah,
it is. But yeah, stock cars. If anyone fancies it, I'd say go check it out. That's what anyone can enter if you want. If you even want to have a go, you can. I think you can just have a go at it. Now you have to like you can rent one.
Yeah.
And you can so it's like it's set up in, if you have a white roof on your stock car, you're a beginner.
Right.
So you are a pure novice. So you start at the front of the grid, and then the better the driver, it goes back. So it goes yellow roof, blue roof, red roof, gold roof, something like that.
This might be a stupid question, but are they just flat to the floor the whole way round?
No.
You have to back off.
Yeah.
So you have to brake, do you?
Yeah, there's a little bit of braking going on, dude. It's heavy contact.
Is it?
Yeah. So basically, the technique seems to be that if you're following someone into a left-hand corner, you go in hard, you nudge them or you T-bone them, and you just move them out of the way, and then you come up the inside. It's mental. It's actually pretty good fun to watch, really. I mean, as far as live entertainment goes, it's right there in front of you. You don't have to walk around. You can sit down and. That's the good thing about speedway too. It's just like it's there. It's just
how many are on the grid as well? And then I'll stop asking questions because I could talk.
No, this is cool actually.
I don't know
38
on the
started.
start line.
Yeah, so the world final.
It's massive then, eh?
The world final was one race, so 38 people qualified throughout the year to get to this world final.
Wow.
The world champion is a guy called Tom Harris, and he was unbelievable. It was on another level. So, but yeah, 38 drivers started, and then it was like they set off. There was a red flag because the car got turned upside down. I think there was 4 red flags. I think by the time the race actually started, as in they did a complete full lap, there was probably about 25 or 26 cars left because it's just constant pile up. It was just pile up, stop. Sort it all out. Obviously, they have to get tractors, move the cars, tip them back on this. It's crazy, dude. But yeah, stock car. If it's local, go check it out. It's different. Take your kids. I think kids would love it. It's prime entertainment.
Yeah, isn't it?
So now I'm a stock car ambassador.
Stock car guy. Imagine a stock car with spike ball like livery on it. Spike ball and
dude, it'd be cool, man, to have a car. Like, they're expensive, not cheap. Yeah, the engines are crazy expensive. They've put like 20 grand into engines and stuff. So my friend was obviously really into it. So a lot of cars would just pull up. It didn't look like there was anything wrong with them. They just like stop. And I'm like, what's going on? And he was like, well, if the engine looks like it's going to overheat, they've got so much money invested in that engine, they'll just stop. So you don't just ride it until it's knackered, which is what most people do on most automotive engines. But yeah, it's good. It's interesting. Like, it's just weird to dip your toe into a culture and a scene that you've never really seen before. You're just like, wow, look, people are really into it. Everyone's got the t-shirts on of like the event and like drivers and stuff. It's crazy, dude.
I've actually never been to a football game, and I wonder what. I bet it would be great fun. Have you ever been to a football game?
I've been to like 2. The last one I went to Man United, which was a pretty cool experience. Yeah, it was good. Something to do with my girlfriend Emma's dad's boss had a season ticket or something, and he couldn't go, so we went. It was pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. I like atmosphere, dude. I'm a big fan of atmosphere. I like crowds.
Something in it, isn't there? Yeah.
I like a chant. A chant and a song. Yeah. And loud noises and stuff. I do like that. I don't like it for a long period of time, but an hour and a half, I can handle it.
Yeah, you can swallow it.
Yeah, it must go to the NFL in London. That's cool.
Yeah, that'd be sick. It'd be tough really to like not have that. So like if you're in a sport like speedway and then to not have a crowd would suck, wouldn't it? After like racing with a crowd versus without, must be a same.
Well, it was weird watching it through the COVID, weren't it? Like watching downhill, watching again NFL in empty stadiums and basketball empty stadiums in that bubble. It's weird.
Yeah, like World Cup downhill, you don't think of it as like crowd. You don't really think of it as spectator sport, but then when a crowd's lining a track, it's so sick, and you can hear them coming down. It's rad, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, so there you go. I think I'm just hyped, dude, on going out and doing something different because I've been stuck indoors for
hell yeah,
2
absolutely.
months,
I can imagine. How's it going?
Going good. I'm getting there, dude. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, getting there, dude. Yeah, really good. And I'm going to try and I did these little vlog things about injury. I'm going to try and get another one of those out this week. I just didn't want to do it. That's the truth of it. I just was like really low on energy, and I think probably something that doesn't come across in a public thing. Like, obviously we talk on this and everything's great, but like sometimes behind the scenes it's been a tough few months, and the last sort of
no doubt. It's
4
dreary,
weeks and stuff.
isn't it?
I've just not wanted to do anything. Like, it was like all my energy was going into doing this with you. Like, everything else then was just sort of getting passed to the side.
I'm completely with you. I think like there is a dreary element to injuries where it's just time, isn't it? And it's just that grey area of just nothingness, and like you can't really do anything. It's hard to get hyped to fucking.
Motivation was low. Well, literally, other than sitting and doing this with you, I put a little post in the Facebook group that I set up, the injured riders thing that I set up, just saying like I have like really struggled. I've probably not been that public with it, but I remember loads of times opening my laptop, looking at the emails, and it'd say 100+, and I was like, can't deal with it today. Boom, shut it down.
No, dude, I'm exactly the same. When I'm
back to bed.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. Injuries are tough, dude. But yeah, now I'm starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel. Bit of pain today, but I did the longest walk I've ever done yesterday.
How long was that?
Which was not ever. It's the longest walk I've done for a few months. 2 hours, pretty much bang on 2 hours. I think. I think when you called, I said 3, but I got the time wrong. I left at a different time.
2 hours long walk.
2 hours long walk. Yeah. So just took a walk up to my dad's. Sorted some bits out up there and walked home.
Nice.
So I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do that every day.
Progress. Right. Fantastic.
Dude, big time.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Feels good, man. Feels good to be feeling healthy again.
Hell yeah.
It does.
Good shit. Glad to hear it. So when you're back on a bike, do you reckon? You're going to try out any static bikes or anything?
No, I'm just going to ride, like, just chill. Just go on some bridle paths or something for a bit.
Yeah.
I've got a really creepy daily schedule with some goals on it. So I'm actually going to ride on the 18th of September.
There you go.
That's my goal I set myself.
Nice.
So 18th of September. So I don't know when that is, but I'm not rushing, dude. I'll be honest. I mean, it's this coming Saturday. So that's cool.
Perfect.
That's
Saturday
nice.
bike ride.
Yeah, a little chill one, I think, just to try and see if I can ride. But
Bad,
I'm not
dude.
expecting it to be comfortable or fun or anything. But yeah, I'm not rushing either. I think if it was my job, I'd be like, right, get back on the bike. But I think I want to get back to some sort of fitness first. I'm still struggling with that a little bit. Even I've done some yoga over the last week or so, and it still hurts. I'll be honest.
So when you breathe all the way in, what does it feel like now?
Feels like, God, great question. It's hard to explain. You know what it feels like? It feels like when you've been super out of breath and you can't get a breath in.
Yeah.
If you run sprints are a really weird feeling because it's like a pain and you can't get a breath in any further. That's exactly what it feels like.
There you go.
It feels like I'm out of breath, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, just got to work on it. The lung,
Absolutely,
they said, take longer than anything to heal. So, what do you think to the new backdrop for our
I like
YouTube
it.
viewers?
Do you know? I must admit, I can see. It looks like you're filming on a potato. So the views that we have, we have like we record this podcast in like a online studio, don't
like
we?
Tetris.
Yeah, it literally looks like Tetris. Yeah. So I'm sort of. But then if you take away the picture of you, it makes it way more weird.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've done a few episodes in the past where
where it's fucked up.
guests haven't put the but I haven't put the video on. And
okay, yeah.
It's weird. You
Yeah,
can't.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I just think it would be fun to have a fucking. I don't think we struggle too much conversationally. I don't think you don't end up talking over each other shitloads. But like in person, it'd be really fun to do an episode in person at some stage.
Yeah,
I'd love to. I'd love to see what it's. I don't know what it's like.
Yeah, definitely. We've done we did one before in your house, didn't we?
Yeah, we have.
It is better. I've done a bunch of them, obviously, with guests and stuff, and it is better because, you can. It's a bit more of an experience as well, especially.
Yeah, too right.
I was looking at doing the studio up here and stuff. At some point, we'll figure it out, I think.
Yeah.
But that's sort of like the aim. Is what I want to do. Is have a place where people come and it's like an experience as well. You go for a ride, coffee shop, that sort of vibe.
Yeah,
then do
absolutely.
a podcast.
Yeah,
It'd be really nice.
Be the dream,
I think that's the future, I think, of this
fucking
thing.
right, yeah.
I think. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Who knows? It's going all right as it is, mate. So
fantastic, isn't it?
we just get to chill in the house, don't we? So it's all good.
Yeah, it is easy. Yeah.
So you were a little bit late today.
Oh,
what have you been doing?
Come on, dude. Fucking give me a break, all right? I'm fucking working out here. I've been shooting. I can I've been shooting a video. So I ride for Melon, and Melon do really effective like social media content. Like I don't know if you've seen them, like Facebook ads and Instagram ads that come up.
I see you all the time, you and Warner.
There you go. Yeah. So I've been shooting one of them, and it's for the photochromic or photochromatic. I don't know what the right word is for that, but basically
it's photochromic.
Is it photochromic? So it's the lenses that change from light to dark depending on UV. So it's actually something that's super hard to get across visually. Like, I don't know if you've tried to ever...
Obviously, I've presented this stuff in shops before for the eyewear brand that I do little bits of work with. And it's really hard to show someone because you can cover it up and it'll go dark, but sometimes because a photochromic lens to the naked eye looks exactly the same as a clear lens. So if you don't know it's a photochromic lens, you can be trying for ages to make it go dark, and it's not going to do anything. And also really hard to photograph and get that across of how it actually works.
So we had a UV
light,
one that they police probably use.
Right. So they shine that and it'll go dark.
Then it goes dark, because it's like UV light's gone on it. But so we filmed loads of these funny things. Like I'll go behind a tree from them being clear behind a tree, and then the other side I come out and they're dark. But nice.
That's pretty cool. They are good. I think that it's interesting with that stuff. I feel like that the sort of standard of how good they are is how quick they can change.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So they're good if it's like not instant, obviously, but it's going to happen within
as quick as
X
possible.
amount of seconds.
Like I think their real like value is like if you're riding in the Alps, for instance, and you're above the trees and it's like really no cover, then you want like actual shades, and then when you go in the trees for them to just turn to normal clear ones. That's what I think. Sure. In my head, that's their real use.
I feel like although I might be off on this, but I feel like this year, especially, maybe it could just be the more content coming out and more vloggy stuff and more onboard riding, but the downhill seems to have a lot more dark areas. It comes from open to, oh fuck, we're in the dark.
Yeah, it's fucking gnarly at Maribor. It's like bright
exactly.
sun and pitch black. Like, I don't know what that is. It might just be time of year thing. Like it's
could be.
All the leaves.
I'm sure it's not anything new, but. I just want, I don't know, just curious that it definitely seems to be happening more.
Hey, how does it work, photochromic, by the way? Is that some sort of reactive chemical? I don't know, do I? I'm stupid.
I don't know. Comment below, I ain't got a clue. I talk about eyewear a lot of the time and I have absolutely no idea how it works. So yeah, it'd be interesting to know. 10 facts about photochromic lenses.
Yeah,
folks.
coming right up, yeah. What does it say? They're adaptive... photochromic lenses explained. So they darken to a sunglass tint when exposed to sunlight, UV ultraviolet, and return to a clear state when indoors away from UV light. Often referred to as transitions or reactor lights, photochromic lenses are made of many lens materials, include plastic, glass, or polycarbonate. They're typically used as sunglasses that conveniently switch from clear lens indoors to sunglasses depth tint when outdoors, and vice versa. They typically take around 30 seconds to fully darken, and between 2 to 5 minutes to return to a clear state. That's interesting, isn't it?
That is interesting.
How do they work? It's tiny molecules of silver halide and chloride are embedded within photochromic lenses, which are invisible and clear until exposed to UV rays. So there you go. It's silver halide.
Silver halide.
Which
sounds gnarly.
We're learning stuff. Yeah. Don't lick the lens.
Don't lick the lens. And people, if they want a pair of these, can they grab them? Like, is it a new product? Do you know much about it?
It's a new product. I don't know much about it, and I don't know if I've really just blown the cover of it. But what can you do? I didn't ask to be born. Yeah, they should be. They should be available soon.
Okay, sick. That's cool. Very good. Very good.
So that's what I've been up to today, and that's why I'm late. And I'm sorry for being late.
How was your weekend? Did you get up to anything fun this weekend?
Weekend was good. I rode loads of trails. I did a load of 360s, which just makes me feel so alive.
How's the ankle feeling, bro?
Yeah, it's all right, dude. Yeah, it's all right. I've got my injections soon. They've kind of swayed away from... I don't know. Do you know what I did? I read the... Did I tell you last week? I read the note that they give to my GP.
No, you didn't know.
They print off like a copy. And it was just like, it wasn't addressed to me, and it was a bit brutally honest. It was a bit like, yeah, your ankle's fucked, mate. Yeah, we're going to do this. Yeah. That's what you know what I mean? It was a bit, I don't know.
How did you get your hands on that?
They send you through a copy, but it's just, the fact that it's not addressed to you, it's not like naturally if you were talking to someone, you kind of just...
Oh, they're not sugarcoating
you just spring, yeah, exactly. You spring a little bit of sugar, maybe a couple of hundreds and thousands on there, whereas this one was not. It was one medical guy talking to another medical guy, and I don't understand medical speak, but from what I can gather, the guy was going, yeah, it's pretty fucked, isn't it? Whoa.
So you're going for injections instead?
Yeah. I've got I think it's part of the process anyway. So that I've got like steroid and painkiller injections, not painkiller, like what's it called? Anesthetic injection, maybe. And then that's meant to last between a month and 6 months. But it highlights. I think ultimately it highlights where the pain is coming from. So hopefully, who knows, dude? It's out of my control, so it's just a step in the right direction. Hopefully.
Yeah. It is.
All
hopefully,
is
man.
good. So I've got that coming up. And
is it more painful in winter?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but it's really, really painful the whole time. Really, but it's not. Yeah, it is shit, dude. Not gonna lie, but it's not as bad as it could be. So
no, exactly.
So that's fantastic.
It could be a lot worse.
And I'm still out biking. I'm still out loving it. So all is well. All is well. I've got listening to on my list.
All right.
Schoolboy Q, The Purge, 20 SYL remix, and I'm going to send you the link because...
Is it that good?
It's good, man. It's good. It might be my entrance music if I was going to fight at my school reunion with no pants on.
Schoolboy Q.
The Purge, but it has to be the 20 SYL remix.
Okay, all right. The Purge 20 SYL remix.
Yeah.
All right, okay, we're struggling to find it on Spotify, folks, but it probably is there. Has it got Tyler, the Creator, in it?
Fuck, sorry, dude. I actually don't
Okay.
know. I'll have to.
Good.
I'll look it up for you, and I'll send you a. I'll send it to you.
Okay, please do.
Have you got
that
your
sounds
one?
like a good one.
Yeah,
I like
good.
Schoolboy Q. Yeah, I have actually. I've got one, and it's really good. And it is Metallica have re-released. Well, they haven't re-released. Other artists have re-released the Black Album. It's called The Blacklist.
Right.
Obviously, the Metallica Black Album is super famous for being arguably one of the biggest and most popular rock albums of all time, and you know that.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, loads of artists have got involved and done sort of their own versions of songs, and it is really fucking good.
Rad.
Really good. So yeah, I've been jamming to that a little bit because they're all sort of like quite varied as well, which is quite interesting. It's quite, they're quite fun. So yeah, you can find that on Spotify. I've already put a couple of my favourites in the playlist. One of them is the Who as in like HU, not the old school Who. Did a cover of, I'm just looking for it now. There's a lot of songs, dude, as well. Hell of a lot. It's 4 discs. It's 4 discs, mate. So a lot of the songs, for example, the famous one like Nothing Else Matters. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 versions of that, all on one album.
I can play that. So there's another version. There's the ODub version. I can play that on the guitar, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Dun,
So
dun,
cool.
Dun, 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 bing,
That's it.
bing. Ding.
There you go. It's a jam, bro. It's a jam.
Yeah, it is.
It's a jam. So yeah, it's a really good album though. Yeah,
what I can play.
check it out. Check it out, folks. I mean,
Nice.
we had to talk about the Blacklist. It's dope. What else? The Watching. I've got a pretty good Watching. There's a good show on Netflix. That actually a listener question. I did have a quick look at listener questions actually before, and someone had mentioned it, so other people have seen it as well, which is cool. Untold Crime and Penalties on Netflix. It's about a ice hockey team.
I've heard about this, and there's a fighter in it, right?
Basically the whole team is made of fighters. It's like a mobster bought a team for his son, and the son was just sounds like, in fairness, he was a marketing genius, and he just basically got this team in this small little town, massive, and people were like lining to get in there like ahead of time. It's really good documentary, dude, all about it. And it was obviously there were, I think, money laundering. All the players were getting paid in cash. Like, it was pretty gnarly.
Dude, it's a really cool series, that Untold series as well, isn't it? There's the Malice in the Palace one. Like, I really like how they're done, and everything from like the intro sequence to the style of it all. It's rad, isn't it?
It is. I've only watched those 2 actually, Malice in the Palace, and I've watched the hockey one. I know there's one about Kate.
Yeah, I watched the
Caitlyn Bruce,
Jenner
whatever.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
About Caitlyn Jenner talking about Bruce Jenner's Olympic achievements.
Great way of putting it.
That was good, wasn't it?
Very good.
Really good though. That all of it's really good. I really enjoy the everything about that series.
Yeah.
That's
Did
a
you
good
watch
one,
anything
dude.
cool?
I watched the F1, and your boy Danny Rick won it. I don't know if you follow F1 much.
Nah.
Daniel Ricciardo got a win for the first time in a really long time, so that was really cool to see. It was 1-2 actually, with Lando in second, so it was a full McLaren 1-2, which I think is the first time for 8 years or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen Lewis Hamilton got squished.
He
basically.
got squished, didn't he?
He was
by
really
Max.
lucky. Super lucky.
Yeah, he was. And that's all that halo kind of. Like, what would have happened without the halo? I don't know. Could have been way worse, eh?
You'd have thought so. It probably would have been way worse. It's I'd not. When did they introduce that halo? Roughly, do you know? Is it relatively new?
But yeah, fairly new. Yeah, like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, I think I went through a period of obviously not watching it, and then watching Drive to Survive, and you see that halo, and I was like, it just looks like it'd be in the way, but it saves your head.
Right? I can imagine I can imagine them being like not up for it when it got introduced, but then the number of times you've seen it work like that, gnarly crashing the barrier with thingy and
of course, I remember that one. Yeah, dude, fucking hell.
Yeah,
it's good. Safety's great. Big fan of safety.
Sick to see Daniel Ricciardo winning again, because he's obviously... Yeah, he's moved around a bit. He's gone from Red Bull to Renault and now to McLaren, and he's not had the results that he had on Red Bull. So I just like it when it's not one of the two. You know, like the...
And he's a personality too, from what I understand.
Yeah,
he's actually funny. He's got his vlog thing, which is really interesting.
And he likes biking. And
he likes biking.
Yeah.
Just get him down, dude. Get him down.
Biking's becoming way more normal, isn't it?
I think it is, isn't it? That's a very good observation. It is becoming way more normal. Most people seem to be biking.
Yeah, a lot of people
action
biking
sports,
now.
That sort of thing. A lot of people are biking, aren't they?
The outdoors, but specifically mountain biking. I feel like it's got that kind of like inclusive image, whereas skateboarding might maybe feel a bit too old or maybe a bit too uncool to do it. Whereas biking, it feels like everyone's jumping on board. It's good.
Yeah, and I think again that whole, one bike for everything thing has opened up so many avenues for people.
True,
it's not confusing anymore, is it? To get
absolutely,
a bike,
yeah.
Speaking of confusion, it's a
Please.
great segue.
Yeah, let's do it.
So obviously the last however many weeks now, it seems crazy. We've been doing a lot of talking about injuries and discussing our experiences with injuries and stuff.
Yeah.
And so many people have reached out. I mean, it's mind-blowing. It still chokes me up a little bit when I think about how many people have been in touch with me to tell me their stories. And
mountain biking's dangerous, eh?
Mountain biking is dangerous, man. A lot of people get hurt, and also we've seen the Facebook group grow in, and the Injury Defiance Handbook's doing really well. And so there's a lot of people out there injured. But I know one reason that I never got any health cover or injury cover is because it's confusing as hell. Like, you've literally no idea where to turn when you look at it, and you get over confused. You don't know what's going on. So, full disclosure, a while ago we did put the bat signal out for someone to get in touch to sort of help out our listeners, which I think is really cool. And again, loads of people messaged recommending a couple of companies, but one of them stood out like above and beyond everyone else. So many people recommended this. I'm not even going to say company. I'm just going to say this person, because she's like a one-man band, but she's good at what she does. So yeah, if you're out there and you are looking for injury cover and also a bunch of other different covers, so
I am. Tell me what I got to do, dude, because I really am looking for this, and I found it very difficult.
It is difficult, dude. Where do you start?
I find it very difficult.
All I ever want to do is talk to someone. I just want to talk to a person and say, this is what I do for a job.
Yeah.
This is what I need covering. That's it.
I tell you what I want to be able to do.
Cross the T's.
I want to just be able to just go on a keyboard, and I just want to be able to type in, like, let's say a website, shall we say. I just want to be able to type in a website.
You can do it. You can do it now. You can do it now. Yeah, you can do it now, mate. It's crazy. It's insane. Why have you never been able to do it before? Dude, mtbinsuranceuk.com. And folks, mtbinsuranceuk.com is owned by Helen Gaskell.
It makes
former
sense.
World Cup downhill racer, turned sort of industry person, insurance person. She's basically the middleman or woman of getting you covered properly, professionally, and so that you're not going to have any nasty surprises if you do get injured. Now, it's something that we spoke about quite a lot. Obviously, if I was a window cleaner, I'd have been screwed. I wouldn't know I have any wage protection, no income protection.
I like it. We always use window cleaner.
Always use window cleaner. Window cleaners have it rough out there, man. Try cleaning windows with a broken anything.
There you go.
Anything.
Broken anything. You need all limbs.
Broken anything. So Helen at MTB Insurance UK is someone you can call. You can call her and she'll have a chat and she'll explain the best policy to get you covered quickly, efficiently, and cost effective. Now, we don't have an offer code because all of the policies are so different.
They're fully tailored, aren't they?
All tailored. It's fully custom. But Helen has said that if you contact her, because of the Ride Companion, she is going to hook you up with something, some sort of discount, some sort of add-on, some sort of bolt-on or something. She's going to really take care of you. And I think, dude, that's what people want. That's what I'm like. I don't want to sit behind a computer guessing what I'm going to get. I want to talk to someone. I want them to come back to me with some sort of some options and some costs and stuff. So basically, Helen can look after you for wage cover, fracture payouts. Again, we went back and forth with Helen about this, and I was like, roughly, what do you think I'd have got? She was like, it's really hard to say. It depends what you were doing, how you're doing it. But roughly, I'd have probably got between 1,500 and 2 grand per broken bone. And I had 9 of them. So that would have been nice. It doesn't matter if you're motivated by money or not. Another 10 grand in the bank account to help pay your bills would be delicious.
Absolutely. Will this work for worldwide cover? Like if I'm travelling away when I'm going away?
Yes, I believe she does worldwide cover. She does a bunch of stuff, dude. She can help out with everything. So she does wage cover. Self-employed people can obviously get who normally would only get statutory sick pay, which is 92 quid a week. It's terrible.
It's bleak. Yeah, I've had that.
It's awful. You don't want to have you. You don't want to end up on that, do you?
No.
So she can cover all sorts of extreme sports as well as mountain biking, but predominantly she focuses on the mountain bike market. She can only help out people in the UK and Northern Ireland for now. So please, folks, if you're listening elsewhere, then unfortunately Helen can't help you. But yeah, UK people, where we're obviously biggest, is that's what she can do. And it's not just like weekend cover or anything like that. It's long-term cover. She can do mortgages. She can do everything. I mean, I think the most important part of this chat and this ad read, I guess, and this sort of thing is give Helen a call and have a chat and tell her what you want, because it's going to really help, I think. So
Absolutely.
Shout out to Helen for supporting the podcast as well. Like, big shout out. I think there's a lot we're going to do together in the future. And again, dude, I always want these things to be beneficial to people, and a lot of people have reached out and asked about injury cover and stuff. So hopefully this is an actual benefit to people, that they can get covered and not have any nasty surprises.
It's rad to look after our own as well, and she's a mountain bike legend. So yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
Podium at Fort William back in the day.
There you go. And also she
shreds.
And she looks after Tracy Mosley, Joe Smith, Matt Simmons, Bren, like a lot of people you speak to, many more. They always
highly recommended. So. And that's cool, man. I said to her on the phone when I first chatted, I was like, it's really, you should be very proud of that, because people recommend you, so you're obviously providing an amazing service. Yeah. And I think, again, that's what I'm obviously going to take out a policy, because I'm silly not to at the moment.
Me too.
And it's important, dude. I think you've got to have your back covered if anything goes to shit. So.
Too right.
All right. So thank you, Helen, again. mtbinsuranceuk.com. Tell them we sent you. There's a link in the show description, folks. I'm not going to put Helen's phone number on there, but if you fill out the contact form on the website, she will call you back and she will help you out. She will hook it up.
mtbinsuranceuk.com. Boom!
There you go. Amazing. I'm stoked on that. I'm really excited.
Really good indeed.
Yeah. So we got a few things submitted to our little uploader. I was just going to play real quick.
Oh, nice. The uploader's back in. Yes.
Yeah, there's a few people. There's only a couple, but I figured I only checked the other day, actually. But yeah, here we go. So this one came in from our boy Ludwig, and it came in with a comment. It's just said, "Sponsors dream." That's all it says. So here we go. We're going to play it live, hopefully. What bike component would you take up the ass?
Oh, man. I'm going to say just brake lever. Shit, I've got the grub screw. Brake lever hanging out my ass. Yeah. Press the valve cap. That's not bad, actually. Yeah, death grips. That was so confusing. But
it didn't look great on our end.
I think I get what he was getting at, right?
I'll send you the actual file, because we see it delayed, don't we? So it didn't make much sense. But when the actual voiceover is really good.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Okay, brilliant.
Yeah. That was super confusing, man. Apologies for that.
Yeah, all right, cool. I'll wait. Right. I'll wait to watch it. But yeah, thanks, Ludwig.
Yeah, that's funny. And then we also got a submission from David Pearson, who, when asked where he listens to the podcast, he sent this. So that's that, and that is in Finale.
He's having a nice time. So he's out riding. Yeah. He's just chilling at the beach.
Yeah, and then he also sent this, which I thought was, I don't know, it's just interesting. There's a lot to talk about in this for me. So this is his accommodation.
Right, it's pretty bike heavy, I'd say.
It's bike heavy, but there's a lot going on in that photo. I don't know how clearly you can see it, but in the same photo, you've got a set of 4 dining chairs, a sofa bed, some art supplies by the looks of things, like some paintbrushes and stuff.
Oh yeah, there are, yeah.
A bike,
couple
a kitchen.
Bottles of lube, a kitchen.
It just seems like a very weird setup.
Dude,
I don't know what it is.
He's colour matched the bike with the ride companion.
Yeah, full commitment.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, full commitment. So yeah, there's a lot going on in that photo for me, dude. I don't know if that's just a really small apartment, but a kitchen bed area is quite.
Do you
unique,
do bag explosions?
What, like that? Just throw everything out?
Yeah. When you get to a hotel, what do you do?
You know what I'm bad for?
Go on.
And this is
masturbating in the hotel. No.
Yeah,
I'm really bad.
Something I've always been really bad for is I just pack so light. Like I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I've always been the same, especially when I had the motorhome thing going on and we were traveling around Europe all the time. And I'd set off to go on a trip for however long, 3 weeks, and take like one t-shirt, a pair of socks, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'll be all right. I'll just put it in a backpack." But some people are the opposite. They'll like pack, the Manscaped. They'll do it. They'll pack everything, but. What about you? Do you pack heavy or
no
light?
Light,
a lot
innit? Too light. Yeah, and
I'd rather wash things in the sink.
Yeah, and I just leave toothpaste in my bike bag. So then once it's in my bike bag, I don't take it out. I just leave it there. So then packing becomes much less stressful for me. But I do. It does add extra stress having to wash stuff the whole time. That's for sure. But my routine in a room has definitely changed. I definitely used to be a bag explosion guy, and then when you like live with other people and it's like for 10 days, and me and Blake, we went and did a trip years ago on a boat in Croatia.
Amazing, and arguably the best.
You've seen it, of course, Porpoise Hunter. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The most underrated mountain bike film of all time.
There you go. Yeah, the Porpoise Hunter, that was good. But like, if you left, like, it really was horrible having shit everywhere in the boat and having it all rolling around. So, and like, there's something in, like when you make your bed in the morning, it's meant to be really good for you psychologically.
Yes, it should do.
Yeah, I think it's good for you to not be messy when you get to a hotel room. So I always make my hotel room bed, and I always try and keep stuff. I have one pile for shitty, dirty clothes in the corner. That's the only pile, and that normally goes behind a chair or something, try and keep it separate. Yeah. And then I try and keep everything else either still in my bag or actually on shelves. I make an effort these days because it makes me feel better. Yeah, I think it's important, that stuff.
It does make you feel better. Yeah. I think even I'm doing it at the moment. I've had all the office redone in here, a lot of podcast space, and you feel better.
Yeah.
And a wise man once said, "You can't criticize the world until your house is in order."
There you go.
So you always have to have your house in order. Keep it tidy. Tidy your room. Better, you're organised. Tidy your room. Make your bed.
Is that Jordan Peterson?
It is indeed a wise man.
Did I seem quite wise because I got that?
I think you did, actually.
I did, didn't I?
I was gonna say Jordan Peterson,
and you thought, you fucking leave it. You won't know who that is. You won't know who that is. He'll think I was talking about Michael Jordan. No, I got you then, dude. I'm wiser than you fucking think I am.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe.
Sometimes,
yeah.
Did you watch the new Semenuk edit, dude?
Oh, I did. Are we going to watch it now? Should we watch it now?
We can do it if you want.
I did watch it. There's a fair few things going on. We could watch it and then pause it. Is that possible? I don't really know. I'm just a co-host.
Yeah, we can watch it separately. Obviously, if you put it on your thing with no sound, and I can put it on my thing with no sound. Okay. Then yeah, we could watch it.
Semen UK. What's it called? What's it called?
Does everyone do that, do you think? I've just typed into YouTube Brandon UK.
Did you? You didn't put Semen UK?
Didn't put Semen, no. It's called Realm. So if you put in Brandon Semenuk Realm, you'll find it.
Okay, cool.
I'm just going to turn the sound off and just skip through the ads first real quick while we talk between ourselves.
I'm doing the same. Okay, We're in the drone shot. We're in the drone shot as we speak.
Okay. Should we do a 3, 2, 1 play or?
Yeah, let's do 3, 2, 1 play.
You do it.
3, 2, 1 play. Okay, we're in the drone shot. This is exciting. Drone passing over what can only be described as the ultimate slopestyle mountain bike playground.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
It does.
It does look like it, dude.
It does look amazing.
One thing, I know we can't actually hear it, but the soundtrack was really cool. I liked how the start of it's super sort of quite just chill.
Yeah,
quite sort of eerie feeling. It was eerie feeling, but that
nose foot jam 3
Foot
nollie
jam
drop.
3.
I mean, shit's so hard to even explain these days, but that's
what is going on?
It's hard to come up with shit
there?
you've never seen before as well. But that's what Brandon.
Any idea where this location is, dude? Is it?
I think it's
private
Croydon. It might be Slough.
Okay, yeah, it could be Slough quite easily.
Yeah,
Couldn't it? That table, oh my days!
Legit. He knows what people want to see. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I don't actually care about, for instance, this bit, the running along
Right.
bar spin. It's not for me, but
Not
the
bothered.
table that eclipsed it, that was sick as well.
I feel like exactly that foot plant,
Fast plant, hand plant.
fast plant, hand plant. Yeah,
I mean, there's so much going on, isn't there?
The course, so to speak, is beautifully manufactured.
The biking track is fantastic, isn't it? And
is,
it's got
the
a
backdrop
lakeside
is
views.
insane.
You know what? The reality of this is probably in his garden, isn't it? In some of his property, something ridiculous, eh?
Probably.
Dude's
Struggle
killing
building
it.
that in our backyard, that's for sure.
Do you know he stayed true, hasn't he, Brandon? You don't see him sort of doing anything other than these polished edits, and I really like that actually. And no doubt he's sacrificed a lot of fame and money, but then equally, he's probably got enough that he doesn't need any more. Again, the nose bonk bar spin, that's sick.
Are you a bar spinner?
I have done in the past, but I would definitely not say I'm a bar spinner.
Okay.
I try and steer
This
clear of
feature
earthy
here
things.
is
that's cool,
incredible, isn't it?
Beautiful
it's like a satellite dish, tortoise shell sort of vibe.
I mean, it's just to remember all this shit. He must just ride it and come up with these. It'd be interesting to get him on, talk us through it. Like, what happens? Not very well, only from Rampage.
So this cameo here, Justin Wiper.
Yeah.
He's the track builder, right?
He must be, You don't
believe
get a
so.
Semenuk edit unless you...
I believe he's the course builder, but absolutely shreds, obviously, because he can do huge Superman seat
real killer. That's
things.
a crazy feature, actually, because that's a steep step down, isn't it? And big. That is actually really quite a big step down. And then, and Brandon's using it like a foam pit, sort of resi tricks jump.
I love would you say that's what is it? That decade
to bars,
to bar.
And by the way, that was both ways, and that's what
it was.
That's what he does. He just puts that in. I mean, I don't know how much of a mainstream audience watches a Semenuk edit. I feel like it's still pretty core, but they must do, and there's things that they wouldn't even realise. Hey,
so we're currently how many days in? Are we 3 days in?
Yeah,
5 days into this being released.
5 days,
and it's on 340,000 downloads. So I dare say, I agree with you actually, dude. Something that I'd not even really thought about. That's
a core audience, isn't it?
It is. A Danny McCaskill edit would probably have gone over that, and I don't think that's anything to do with the riding or the fame or anything. I think that is a core audience, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's like every single mountain biker has watched. I mean, I've watched it like 3 times now.
Yeah, I've watched it a few times as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I don't really care about tricks, but then Semenuk just does shit right, doesn't he? And like, what is it?
But tricks look so good when they're that clear.
Yeah, and just there's always effort put into the productions as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's his Revelco, his company, isn't it? The film.
Oh, is it his
filming.
company?
Yeah, or him and Thingy. Yeah, I'm not doing well with the facts there, am I? Come on, let's get this down, Ollie.
Yeah, let's get this down. That's interesting if he has the production.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's Brandon and Rupert Walker, but they do an amazing job.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
okay, didn't know that. Yeah, Revelco. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. So that.
Well, there you go.
You've hit the nail on the head. That is the most exciting piece of mountain biking content since I last spoke to you, which actually doesn't feel like it was that long ago, does it?
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't, was it? I was going to say, I haven't done much, dude. I went to Forest of Dean, I've done a sunglass advert. I've not got much. I rode some trails and did some 360s, but I've really not got much else to say at this stage in terms of what I've done. You've been gallivanting around going to bloody car races. That's sick.
I've been to one thing. That's pretty much it for the last 2 months.
George had to borrow the G-Wag. Because I drove up to Forest of Dean.
The George Wag?
Yeah, G went in the G-Wag. and she's a vet, and she had to drive to work in the G-Wagon. It was a stressful experience for her. You know, she was worried about driving.
Did she not enjoy it?
She did in the end. She did. But how do you think that would affect if you're going in? You know, let's say, for instance, for you, you've probably got a problem with one of your chickens. Let's say with its vent. All right.
I've got a big problem at the moment with him, mate. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Huge. They're all dead.
Yeah. There you go. Exactly. So let's say you're bringing in one of the corpses to the vets, and the G-Wagon's parked outside. Like, what would you think?
What would I think?
I think mine's fine. Actually, mine's actually a good vet vehicle. But it just made me...
I don't know. Why? What should I think?
What it made me think about was, next to DMR, where I work at DMR, there's like an aviation company. And there's all just normal people's cars, you know, normal cars on finance, company cars, this and that. Just bog standard cars. Boss turns up in his Aston. You know what I mean? It's a look. It's tough, dude. It's tough to then...
I think this goes back perfect to what we were just talking about at the start about the flex and what it really means. Because I don't even have a vehicle at the minute because I can't drive. So I don't even have one. I genuinely don't even have anything. So, and Emma, my missus, she's like me. She's just really not that bothered anymore.
Yeah.
So she's got like an old Rav, and all she does is drive to the stables, do the horse, and come home. We nip to the shop every now and again.
Yeah.
Usually I do have a nice van, I'll be honest, but that again,
you got to do miles, haven't you? Yeah.
I do a lot of miles, so I do have to have a nice vehicle, but it's not having a nice vehicle for the flex anymore. It's having a nice vehicle because it's practical.
Yeah.
But I agree that there is an element of flexing going on, and dude, again, this is where I'm going to draw back a little bit to a conversation I had with G Milner, who arguably, if anyone follows G on Instagram or whatever, you'll know that G's got some zesty cars. We're talking Porsches, we're talking Ferraris, but he's into cars.
Yeah,
he likes cars. So there's an element of that I think sometimes it's easy to look at, let's say, an Aston Martin and go, wanker, what a wanker. He's got that because he's just got the money to spend 150, 200 grand on a car. What a dick.
Yeah.
But you don't look at someone at a bike park on a 15 grand whatever and go, what a dick.
No, I gotta say, I don't really do it with supercars because I think it's fucking nerdy, isn't it? I think it's, well, and I quite like cars, you know. I don't think about the status of me driving like a shitty old G-Wagon. I just really like an old G-Wagon. I just like it like a design thing. It's not like about what I look like. I don't think I look cool in it, if you know what I mean. And I think actually probably that's the same for someone in a... There's definitely examples of the other way that they are cruising, but I think a lot of the time they're G Milners, aren't they? They like their cars. They
loves them.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I don't know if I ever spoke about it, but G picked me up. I don't need to go into G's shit at all, but like he did pick me up a while ago to come down to Freedom Ride. Actually, I grabbed a van off him that I was borrowing. He picked me up in a Ferrari, and it wasn't
that passenger seat doesn't feel good, does it?
No, it doesn't. Passenger seat in a Ferrari is rough.
Yeah,
but
it is rough.
The conversation was nice.
Yeah.
It's not a braggadocious thing.
No.
You know, if I was driving that car, would I be a bit like, look at me, I'm in a Ferrari?
Would the arm come out?
Maybe. But someone like G, who's just interested in what the car's doing and feeling it and driving it, different experience. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence with the whole thing. I think it seems to be there's a flex side of it, but there's a side of it that people are just genuinely interested in. I actually, Matt Jones did a vlog about his Lambo.
Yeah, he's always wanted one. It's not like
always wanted one. It's a childhood dream. Yeah. Like, you shouldn't be mad at him because he has one, because I don't know.
No, I agree.
It's a childhood
fully,
dream,
yeah.
and he's interested in the car. He's actually interested in the manufacturing
Loves
and
it.
the this and.
See, that's it. I can't help just loving
that
how stuff works. I find it interesting how stuff works, and like
the supercar thing is tough. Like it's hard to. It's hard to talk about because there's a lot of jealousy involved. That's the problem. There's a lot of people who want it for the wrong reason because they just want to park it on the drive and wash it, and you want people to walk past and you go, yeah, it is mine, mate. Yeah, it is mine.
Definitely.
So it's, I don't know.
What is it about? There's something about like how stuff works and how like I don't really care as much about performance cars. Like I'd love an old Porsche, but I don't really care like. I don't know. I like old stuff for some reason because it just seems more mechanical, more like cogs fitting together, and less about like weird electric funny stuff that I don't understand.
Suspension,
computers and this and that.
Totally.
What is it about a dude that just likes that stuff? Or not even a dude, just anyone who's into it. What is it about you? Like, how stuff works is fascinating to me. But then I'm not interested in how a computer works. I have no idea how it works. Electrics, ugh. A digger, hydraulic arms.
Interesting. It is interesting.
Yeah,
it's just a. I'm not even. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be sexist, but it's just a. It seems like it's a bloke thing. I know it's not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I know it's not. But like, it's just guys get together and they talk about cars and engines and bikes and moving parts, and no doubt girls do the same thing. I know that. But
did I speak about going to Isle of Wight MTB Centre the other day? I had a fucking amazing tour around the Isle of Wight MTB Centre, which is Sam Hodgson's family farm, and just going around their barn, looking at the machinery. Fuck me, and I'm just trying to work out.
I know the name Sam Hodgson. Why do I know that name?
Because he wins Darkfest.
Okay, that's why. Yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
but and has a Isle of Wight MTB Centre as his garden essentially. But like, fuck, just going around looking at all the machines that like put the seeds in and like. Dude, it's so sick. There's so much machinery, like in like a farm barn, that you just have no idea. And I can stand there and try and work it out, and you can just about work out each process, and then someone tells you what it actually does, and you're like,
it's interesting.
I can't help it. I love that shit. I'd love to have.
And all that shit came out of someone's brain, which is the weirdest thing,
isn't it? Yeah.
Someone thought it up, made it. It's mental, absolutely mental.
That's what I'd really like in life: a barn. I could just fill it with crap stuff that I like, that I can't help liking. I'd really like that.
It would be nice to have it. Yeah, definitely.
Barn would be good.
I think that. Yeah. A lot of eccentric people do that, which I think is good.
Yeah, I want to be eccentric. Actually,
I mean, you're doing all right here now, dude.
Yeah,
but
I'm just storing it on other people's land. Yeah, and I'm not storing.
Should we do a few listener questions?
Let's do it.
Let's try and aim to finish at 1 hour 23 on the dot.
Like it. Done.
We're at 1:16 at the moment. At Bloke Boys, if you could gamble on who's winning this weekend, who do you have your dollars on? Snowshoe this weekend. Who you got? Let's go.
Fuck, dude. The track looks... Well, you can't bet against the Frenchies.
Yeah, you can't bet against... Danny Hart won there in 2019. That is a fact.
Hey, dude, let's go Danny. I want Danny to win. I'm a big Danny Hart fan. Let's go Danny.
Yeah. Let's go, Danny. I'm going to go Laurie Greenland.
Danny. Go on, Laurie.
I'm going to go Laurie Greenland.
We're being proper patriots here, aren't we? Yeah, England. Yeah. But
all right, another good question.
Frenches.
We're going to fly through these. At Barney Hall 75, what's the best way to continue progress in style and jumps in a UK winter? Tough question.
Style
Great
jumps.
question.
You need that sand, right? You need that sand.
You do need sand.
If you want to be jumping,
Woburn.
You need that sand, yeah.
Okay, so find sand. Pump tracks, a little bit.
Pump tracks, of course, yeah. And actually, street's really good for that, isn't it? Even, just hopping around bike time. Manuals, 180s, this and that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sand.
Good answer, dude. Good answer.
Oh, thanks, man.
At Match Poll, how did eating a cucumber every day go in the end? Good question. Felt great, actually. It did help.
What did it help?
Then
did you eat it with your mouth?
Complexion.
Okay, your complexion, yeah.
Swallowed the whole thing.
Do you freeze it first?
Yeah, I was freezing them. Yeah, it's freezing them. Sliding them up there.
Cucumbers, when they go off, they're horrible, aren't they? The wobbly things. Have you ever had...
Don't know. I did become a bit of a cucumber connoisseur, though, because the cucumber that you'll get from the local fruit and veg store is extremely different from the cucumber you're going to get from a Tesco or something like that.
In what way? I can't really summarise a cucumber taste. I like it in my gin, but...
watery.
Yeah, very watery, yeah.
It's far more juicy, just different.
A bit softer?
The softer. A lot of the ones from the supermarkets are very... grainy, just very dry, very. You can tell just manufactured. Yeah, just manufactured. You can tell. That's great question though, man. Thank you for remembering that I did that because I'd totally forgotten.
I ate a woodland snack a minute ago in the woods. The bilberry. There's some good bilberries are out there ripe at the minute, and also
I've been going berry picking actually.
Yeah, it's good, isn't
blackberries.
It? Blackberries, okay. I ate mountain blueberries when I was in Switzerland. That was really nice as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can't beat foraging, dude. Free food.
Yeah. And there's like another plant that you find up the Surrey Hills and you eat it, and it's like apple skin, like real strong apple skin flavour. I eat that quite often as well, yeah.
Yeah. No, southern fruit.
Yeah, just grazed, dude.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Chalky45. I've got a brand new dirt jump lid yet to hit the trails. Do I christen it by dropping it on the floor?
Yeah, you got to, haven't you? I don't even know where it comes from, and I've just always done it. Just dropped it.
I've always done it as well. I'll be honest. I've always just a little drop, nothing crazy. Just touch the floor.
I do it on gravel quite often, just because I don't do it on tarmac. I'll be honest. I'll try and find gravel or somewhere. Tarmac's a bit gnarly. But
yeah, you don't want to chip it straight away, do you? You don't want to.
Should we look it up where the dropping the helmet thing comes from?
Yeah, please do. At BB while you're doing that, at B Benedict. Let's hear more about Olly's recent G-Wag purchase.
Oh no, we're not ready yet. We can't talk about it.
Okay. All right, we can't talk about it, folks. Sorry, there's a teaser there for you.
Oh, unless he's talking about my bike rack. I got bike rack from Yakima, the Hangover.
It looks cool as well, man.
Yeah,
I like
it does
that.
Look cool, doesn't it? I don't know if maybe he's talking about that. I don't know.
Could be. But if someone wanted to buy one, would they go to yakima.com?
Yeah, maybe, man. I mean, they're a bit illegal in England, I'll be honest. Let's move on.
Okay. If you could, this is a good question. At Dan Ackley, if you could, what paint design would you have on your World Cup bike? That's good.
That is really good, isn't it?
I like that.
I mean,
That's
right now, there's
question.
only one answer for me, but I'd like to hear yours first.
I've always wanted to do this, and I am going to do it at some point. There's an artist that I really like. He's called I Am Sloth. The actual name is Timmy Ham, and he used to design all of the Death Family gloves. Yeah. I don't know if people remember Death Family when they launched back in the day. And his artwork is just really unique. It's cool colours. It's sort of like... I can't really explain it, but I've always wanted him to do a bike design. I think it'd look amazing. So I'd go for a I Am Sloth, Timmy Ham, Focus, Jam, Triple Crown Forks.
Sick.
Let's fucking go.
Nice.
What are you? What would you have?
I'd go for... I've got to do it. I need to do it. I need to get my Fat Creations World's job would be... It's got to be the jet ski, dude. It's got to be Buzz Lightyear, white, purple, and green. You know what I mean? It's got to be like that faded purple, like pastel purple, neon green, and white.
Have you still got the ski? Is she still there?
We've still got the ski, and I'm thinking
I've got the ski.
That would look really cool on a Focus Jam, wouldn't it? I think we might have to make it happen.
That would be really cool, actually.
I'll get in touch with Al. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, I think let's do that. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, do it.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
All right, done.
A jam ski.
Jam ski, exactly. Yeah, I like it.
There you go.
Nice.
Or Sam ski, you could do either.
Could do Sam ski, yeah.
Sam ski or the jam ski. Okay, parenting advice at Matty Bear. Seems as legit as the mortgage advice question.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any. I don't have kids.
That is the question, parent. Just
that's
advice.
Yeah. I don't have kids personally. I'd say my two top tips for having a kid would be let them roam in the dirt a lot. Too many parents that I see wrap them up in cotton wool. Yeah. Don't let them do anything. They don't have immune systems. They're just soft little bundles of shit.
Yeah.
So wrap them up. Don't wrap them up. Get them out there and let them eat hard food early, because that apparently is something that we do which we shouldn't do. So kids should eat hard food because that's what stops your palate from being... I can't remember the term for it, but it does something to your palate, and we've stopped doing it to kids.
There you go.
So there you go. Quite holistic, but that's what I do.
There you go. I don't know. I'm not a parent, so I have no real advice. I feel like you have to say that first. You know what I mean? Because there's so many people out there that are like, oh, fuck off, you don't know what you're talking about until you do it. But I would say that I really look forward to it, and I look forward to not pushing them into... If my kid has an interest, I'm going to wholeheartedly support it without making it not fun. I think when people push their kids in stuff, it looks bad. I think particularly you get it a lot with like bikes and moto and BMX and I never want to be a motocross dad. I'm not
parents
living
the dream through the kids.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that at all.
Okay,
but I'll happily drive them around.
Is there a bun in the oven? Spoke about kids a lot.
Bun in the oven? No, there isn't. No, I'd love there to be. Look forward to it whenever it's happening. No rush.
Thanks for listening, Georgie. Last question. Last question. At Mosha1, what about this? What motivates you to ride, even when you feel like crap and aren't feeling like it? What gets you out?
Do you have one for this? I mean, I just do it anyway. I don't really care.
You always feel better after.
You always feel better after, don't you? Yeah, absolutely. And what would make you not motivated to ride? Like, I know if you can't be fucked, that's one thing, but like every ride doesn't have to be super hard. I quite often just potter around on a cross-country ride. I'm probably actually going to do one in a minute. I'm just going to pedal around. It's not going to be New World Disorder, rock and roll music. It's not going to be hardcore. I'm just going for a cross-country pedal because I like the woods, I like the animals, I like the trees, and I like the bikes.
Nice, that's a good answer. But yes, I'd say, dude, like, you always feel better after if you're not motivated to go out anyway. I've just done it now, actually. It's pissing it down here, raining. And I go for a walk at 3 o'clock. It's in the schedule, that's what I do. And I was looking and I was like, it's pretty heavy rain. But I went out and I felt better after I'd done it. Yeah, there you
go. You never don't, do you?
It's
always a good move. In fact, I lie. I was going to say I was going to go for a ride, but I'm going to go to the gym. And I'm less motivated to go to the gym than I am for a ride. But that's the reason why I'm going to do it, because I don't want to let my inner bitch win.
I like it. And what wise man said that?
Fuck knows.
You? Joe Rogan. That's a Joe Rogan quote. That.
Is it inner bitch?
Yeah, the inner bitch. Don't let your inner bitch win.
Is it? Fuck, see, I'd say it without even knowing what a retard.
Yeah, there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it's been a blast. If you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. It makes a big difference, and especially go and like and subscribe. Olly's channel too.
Yeah.
There's a link right over there where Olly's face is right now. I'll put it over his face.
Exactly, dude. You don't even have to really click it that hard. Like on my channel, it actually works better if you click it quite softly.
Oh, like on the keypad?
No, like you click on subscribe, but you just click it really gently. Whereas I think...
Yes, I mean, yeah.
On yours...
you don't have to bang it.
No. On yours, yours is a bit more firm, whereas mine, you can do it really soft.
Yeah, I feel like mine is a bit more of a commitment.
Yeah, yours is more like, yes, Davey, we're on board, yeah. Whereas mine's just like a tickle. It's like it can just be like, sure. It's like a little stroke almost, isn't it?
Well, like with yours, that the videos are going to be, 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Whereas with this, you're committed because
you're
they're going to be hour, so
either way.
So I understand. I do understand that people maybe aren't, but still, the more subscribes, the better. And we're still, it's weird, the analytics, right? Like more people listen that aren't subscribed that are subscribed. So if you're watching, hit subscribe. Do us a solid.
Subscribe.
Don't forget mtbinsuranceuk.com. Helen is waiting. She's sat by the phone lines right now as you're listening to this. She's waiting for you to give her a call for a chat.
Hooks,
You can chat bikes, you can chat insurance, and she can hook you up with a solid deal. And
absolutely,
that's that, and that's this. It's been emotional, folks. Once again, have a great rest of your week. Enjoy the World Cup.
Big thanks for joining us. Episode 11. Episode 12, I'm going to be on the road, but it's going to be a blast. Look forward to it.
Oh, for God's sake, where are you going this time?
He's a road dog. See you in a bit.
Episode 12, coming soon.